What if I told you that there's a hidden doorway tucked inside your own body, a silent door left behind by ancient civilizations as an invisible reminder of who you are and the power you carry? A point that doesn't need mantras, doesn't need candles, doesn't need endless hours of meditation. It only needs one thing: a touch, a no. It's not on your forehead. It's not in your heart. It's right at the base of your skull, exactly where your head meets the back of your neck, a place that, chances are, you've touched hundreds, maybe thousands of times in your life, without ever realizing what you were about to awaken. Because this point is not a metaphor. It's not a belief. It's real. And in the most ancient, secret traditions of humanity, this was considered the starting point, the beginning of the journey back home. Because yes, your body is a map, a sacred map of your own soul. In traditional Chinese medicine, this point is called Feng Fu, the Palace of Wind. In ancient Egypt, initiates revered it as the eye of the nape. In Tantra, it bridges the throat chakra to a subtle point called Bindu, the invisible drop that holds the memory of the divine. But in the modern world, this point has been forgotten, replaced by shallow techniques, meditation apps, and instant shortcuts, while the real key has always been right here, behind you, literally. What almost no one knows is that 3 energy channels meet exactly at this point, and when you touch this center, but not just any touch, a touch with presence, with intention, with reverence, you immediately activate the central channel of the spine, the Sushumna, the pathway where the Kundalini energy rises. It also activates the base of your brain, directly connected to your autonomic nervous system, to your breath, your heartbeat, and your very consciousness. And more than that, this touch awakens your electromagnetic field, what many call the aura, or the human biofield. It's like pressing a sacred switch, an ancient code, a forgotten seal that once touched releases everything that's been asleep inside of you, your most subtle memories, your original life force, and the true purpose of your soul. Because this is where the awakening of the 7 chakras begins. They made you believe that the chakras can only be activated through strict discipline, through years and years of intense practice, using complex techniques that only a few masters could ever achieve. But they never told you the truth, never. And the truth is that the full journey through all 7 chakras can begin with a single touch, a simple touch right at the base of your neck, because this forgotten point isn't just a pressure spot. It's the ignition switch of your entire energy system, the silent drum that awakens the sleeping serpent curled at your base. And when Kundalini awakens, when it begins to rise, each chakra stops being just a concept and becomes a living portal of remembrance. Let's walk together through each one of these portals, one by one, but not as abstract ideas, as living forces, pulsing, breathing within you. 1. Root chakra, Muladhara, right at the base of your spine. This is where the foundation of your existence lives, the center of your safety, your stability, and your sense of belonging in this world. When you touch the back of your neck and activate the sacred current, this chakra grounds you. It pulls you back to the earth. And for the first time, you start to feel truly safe. Not because the world out there is safe, but because you remember, I am the earth. I am support. I am here, present, whole, alive. Sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, your center of creation, sensuality, and flow. As the energy rises from the root chakra, it melts, it flows, it spreads through your hips, through your inner waters, through the emotions that have been asleep for far too long. And then you begin to feel again. Desire is no longer emptiness. It becomes creative power. Pleasure is no longer an escape. It becomes presence, body, soul, life pulsing in the now. Solar plexus chakra, Manipura. This is where your fire lives, your will, your drive, your power to act. When your emotional waters begin to flow freely, this chakra ignites like a golden flame burning at the center of your being. And suddenly, you no longer feel the need to control anything, because now you radiate confidence, direction, clarity. And you remember, I choose, I move, I shine. Heart chakra, Anahata. The fire rises and slowly opens the sacred chamber of your heart. But this time, it's not just love for others, it's reverence for your own soul. A love that doesn't hurt, doesn't limit, doesn't trap. A love that expands, that heals, that liberates. You realize you are woven, stitched, connected to everything that exists, and you finally understand the heart was never meant to be protected. It was meant to expand. Throat chakra, Vishuddha, from the love that now flows freely within you, a voice is born. But not just any voice, the voice of your truth. Not what they taught you to say, not what the world expects to hear from you, but the pure, crystalline vibration of what your soul came here to express. You realize that you speak less, but every word that leaves your mouth echoes, vibrates, crosses realities. You become the voice of the sacred. Third eye chakra, Ajna. As Kundalini rises through your throat, it touches and ignites the space between your eyebrows. And suddenly, you begin to see, not with your physical eyes, but with the eyes of memory. The memory of what was always there, but you could not see. Visions, patterns, synchronicities, the entire world reveals itself as a symbolic mirror. Your perception transforms into prophecy. What once seemed like coincidence is now code, is now message. Crown chakra, Sahasrara, and then, finally, the current touches the top of your head. The lotus opens, and in that instant, everything dissolves. The illusion of separation disappears. You realize with absolute clarity, you were never in the universe. You are the universe and experiencing itself through this body, this breath, this presence. And all of this started with a single touch, right at the base of your neck, because everything they told you about awakening was only part of the story. The real key has always been hidden within your own body. But none of this happens without a spark, and that spark begins exactly at the back of your neck. This is not philosophy, this is spiritual electricity, this is sacred biology. The body remembers, the energy rises, and the soul celebrates, vibrates, awakens, because the chakras were never locks. They have always been doors, and the key was never lost. It was simply forgotten, untouched. Now you've found it, and from this moment on, nothing, absolutely nothing in your life will ever feel disconnected again. Touch with presence, breathe with your soul. Use 2 fingers, close your eyes, bring your hand to the base of your neck. Gently touch, no force, no tension, just an invitation. And then allow yourself to witness what happens. Some feel a subtle warmth spreading through the center of their being, others a soft tingling, almost like an energetic whisper traveling up the spine. Some see an inner light. Others remember things they didn't even know they had forgotten from past lives, memories, sensations, and some simply cry. They cry softly, gently, because something that was asleep, forgotten, erased, is finally being remembered. This point is so much more than an energy center. It is a spiritual portal. It doesn't just awaken, it reveals. When you activate this point, the light begins to touch exactly everything that was hidden in the cracks of your own soul. Ancient fears, unhealed wounds, invisible patterns that kept you stuck. But not to punish you, not to overwhelm you, but to cleanse, like a river that, after years of being blocked, flows again, free, alive, whole. That's why, when you touch this point, don't expect only peace. Expect the truth. Expect the awakening. Expect the remembering of who you always have been. You are not here to learn. You are here to remember what your soul has always known, that your body was never a prison. It has always been a temple. That the chakras are not just pretty symbols in books, they are living portals, active, present, and that Kundalini is not some esoteric myth, it is the golden thread, the sacred bridge that connects your essence directly to the cosmos. And everything, absolutely everything, begins with a touch at the base of your skull. 5 daily practices to transform your body into a portal. One morning, before you even open your eyes, bring your fingers to the nape, breathe deeply, align your field before aligning your schedule. 2. Midday, pause, 1 minute, touch this point. In a chaotic world, recentering is sovereignty, its power. 3. Before meditation, creation, or work, this touch adjusts your frequency, focus, inspiration, and clarity begin to flow naturally. 4. During emotional storms, when anxiety, sadness, or fear arise, this point is your spiritual reset button. 5. Before sleep, one last touch, before lying down, invites lucid dreams, deep healing, and direct downloads from your unconscious. This video didn't find you by chance. If you've stayed this far, it's because something inside you already knows, is already ready to awaken, ready to feel, ready to remember. This hidden point is the key. The 7 chakras are the doors, and Kundalini is the sacred fire that lights the temple. Touch with presence, breathe with soul, and repeat with intention. Every time I touch this point, I return home. If this message stirred something inside you, if it felt like an ancient string finally being tuned, comment, share, send this to those who are ready to remember, because this is not just a technique, it is a legacy. It's not something new, it's something eternal that is simply beginning to awaken. Once again, see you at the next portal, and until then, let your body show you the way back, home. Now, as we reach the end of this revealing expedition, I want to express my deepest gratitude to you for staying with us until the end. Your dedication and curiosity are the fuel that drives us to explore, demystify, and share these intriguing stories. I want to share something special with you. As a fan of the Map of Higher Self channel, you are about to embark on a unique journey of self-discovery and mental formation. I present to you the Map of Higher Self, a revolutionary ebook that will redefine your mental reality. As the creator of this content and leader of the Map of Higher Self channel, I'm sharing my deepest experiences and valuable lessons with you. Each chapter of this ebook is a reflection of my journey, filled with practical lessons I've lived and transformed into wisdom. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your life. Click the link in the pinned comment and start your journey towards self-knowledge and positivity today. Imagine yourself for a moment as one of the ancient explorers who ventured into unknown territories, guided only by the flame of curiosity and the thirst for knowledge. Every piece of information, every symbol deciphered, is like a map leading us deeper into the labyrinth of the unknown. And just like those explorers, you too are now a little closer to the truth, carrying with you a new understanding of the forces that shape our world. Your presence here is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable contribution to a vibrant community of curious and knowledge-seeking individuals. Every view, every comment, every like is a step we take together toward a deeper and collective understanding. You are not just a spectator, you are a partner in this journey of discovery. So, as we close this chapter, I invite you to reflect on today's revelations and prepare for the next steps. We will continue unraveling secrets, questioning established truths, and exploring the mysteries around us. Your participation is essential, not just for the growth of this channel, but for the expansion of our horizon of knowledge. Until the next discovery. And remember, the real power lies in questioning and understanding what is beyond the visible. And before you go, don't miss these 2 videos I've selected especially for you. They're packed with deep knowledge and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Click on one of them and continue your journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of wisdom with the amazing content our channel has to offer.